It's often said that a film is made 3 times. Once in the writing, once on set in shooting and production and principal photography, and the 3rd time in post-production. I think that's true. I think those are the biggest times, especially whenever you actually see the product and you have it in front of you. You can either read the film, or you can watch dailies from set, or be on set and watch the performances, or you can sit in a theater and watch the final post-production cut. I think that is true. Now, whether or not what you wrote should be pretty closely aligned to what it turns out in post-production, that requires a pretty flawless principal photography. Maybe Murphy's Law takes over, you lose talent, or you lose one of the sets, or you lose a card that had a lot of footage on it. In post-production, everything that could have gone wrong in the writing and that could have gone wrong in the principal photography has to be addressed and fixed in the post-production. An editor professor once told me that the editor of a film is the final gatekeeper of the film. And that's kind of true. Now, for me personally, I usually write or co-write what I work on. I direct and orchestrate and try and keep a hand on the actual principal photography of the film. And then I've also always edited one of my films. Now, I don't say I need to do all of these different functions. It's just, especially in the independent film, if you want to get something done, you kind of have to do it yourself. Or you don't have a budget and you can't hire anyone else. But for future films, maybe there's a function or a facet that I get more help in. Probably not directing. I very much, and that's what I want to be known for, and that's my biggest passion is directing. But I do love editing, and I really love writing. It's fun to write with other people. I've never gotten to edit with someone else or seen someone else edit some of my work, but I'm also open to that because it is ultimately a collaborative process. Now, as far as getting back to the idea that a film is made 3 times, that can either be frustrating because you can write the best damn screenplay ever and it can completely get fucked in principal photography, in poor performances, in poor execution, poor lighting, or everything else, or the editing can really just make it feel like the pacing that had existed in the writer's mind is completely lost in the editing. So you can get frustrated. But for me, it's kind of exciting because ultimately I just want to be creating. I want to continue to create. I love the process of creating and bringing something that only existed in my head onto a big screen one day. It's pretty remarkable. It's a pretty incredible process. And even if a film is told 3 different ways, it's all creation. It is rewarding, it is life-giving, and it will inspire you and inspire others.